And now it gives us great pleasure to welcome on to the 9 o'clock news Dr. R K Raghavan, who is the head of the Special Investigation Team, who's joining us from Bangalore. We are also being joined from Ahmedabad by Mr. Jai Narayan Vyas, who's the Health Minister of Gujarat, and by Malika Sarabhai, who's just contested as an independent candidate in Gandhinagar. I'd like to thank you all so much for joining us on this program. Dr. Raghavan, if I can just start with you first. Trials will be held in Gujarat, but I have to say the SIT has been given fairly sweeping powers to check intimidation of witnesses and all sorts of things. These powers enough for you to ensure that the judge, that whatever process has to go through will go through fairly?
Yeah, I'm quite satisfied with the powers that have been given to us, and I'm sure with these powers we'll be able to ensure the highest possible protection to witnesses to come forward and depose without fear of favor. I'm quite satisfied with the orders passed by the Supreme Court this morning.
But Dr. Raghavan, you may still have problems in convincing everybody about it. In the past, witnesses have been scared. Now, the judgment that whatever process is taking place inside Gujarat. There will be people concerned. So how are you going to be sending the message out?
Now, I'm quite conscious of this problem of trying to convince witnesses that they are safe. It'll require quite a lot of persuasion and possibly a lot of dissemination of our authority, dissemination of news of our authority and the resources at our disposal. Once that takes place on a sustained basis for a couple of days, and particularly with the first few days of trial going without any incident, without any complaint of intimidation, I'm sure we'll be able to have a smooth sailing.
Mr. Jai Narayan Vyas, sweeping powers to the SIT, fast-track courts, but all there in Gujarat. What's your reaction to all that's happened?
See, as I have made my views very clear, an attempt was being made by the so-called activists that it is not safe for the trials to be conducted in Gujarat, and it will not permit free and fair trials in the courts if they are located in the state of Gujarat, and therefore they wanted these trials to be totally taken out of the state. I think this was absolutely unreasonable a demand, because it is not the location at which the trial is being conducted. It is the judicial authority and integrity of the judiciary as well as the state administration which was being questioned, and which was being questioned by whom? By those activists whom SIT themselves have found that they tampered with the evidences, they cooked up the records, they cooked up the kind of declarations, they produced certain things which were cyclostyle and later on disowned by those who made certain allegations. So I think these put together is a definite welcome step, that the state's image, which was trying to be malign as a state where even free and fair trials cannot be conducted. On one hand, you are talking about a democratic situation in a democratic state where the free and fair trials is a way of life. I think I would fully support Mr. Raghavan that it is the method in which the trials are carried out rather than the place that should matter. So I am happy with whatever is the verdict of the apex court.